Hey guys, welcome back to another AFL fantasy video. Round 9 is over, and today's one we're going through my team, seeing how I went, also be looking at some trades ahead of round 10, and also be going through all the questions sent in on Twitter. Just before we get into my team, I just want to let you guys know we're nearing 500 subscribers. Thanks to everyone that's subscribed, and if you haven't already, make sure you do so. I want to try and get 500 or 600 subscribers by the end of this year. Then I'll push for 1,000, maybe looking at maybe the pre-season next year, hitting 1,000. Anyway, let's get into my team. Round 9, disappointing. Look, 2,039, dropped back to 4,430 in the rankings. It's 3 or 4 rounds now. I've had quite disappointing weeks. Hopefully I can turn that around this week and push back up those rankings. I know that around the buys is where I'll look to strike and really climb those rankings hard. Yeah, I'm hoping to get in the top 1,000 by the end of the buys. Anyway, let's get into my team. Lloyd, 112. He's been really good this year. Like, I know he had that little blimp, but hopefully he's going to get over that now and go back to those 110 pluses. I know that he'll definitely be the second defender behind the one and only Lockie Whitfield, Mr. Oh yeah, I've got a break even of 177. I'm just going to go at 190 and burn all the people who traded him. Yeah, that bloke, he'll be number one. Laird, 95. He was solid. I'll take that from him. And then Daniel, look, 63. I'm starting to wonder whether he's going to be a top 6 defender. Yeah, hopefully he can find a bit of form this week again against North. I'm expecting 90 plus from him against them. Brodie Smith, 88. Great comeback from him. He was looking like only reaching 50 in that game, but yeah, he sort of pigged it out in the last quarter and a bit and got to 88, so I'm pleased with that. Hoare, 60. Probably the only rookie I'm confident of fielding in my backline now, which is a bit of a worry. Look, lots of these rookies in my team now, I've got them on my field, and I'm really worried about their scoring. So Scrimshaw, 42. He's going backwards in price now. Look, all I asked was a 60 from him against the Tigers. He was on 21 halfway through the first quarter or something. I was like, oh yeah, that's okay. He'll get, he's on track for 80 here. He'll be right. Yeah, only managed another 21 for the rest of the match and ended up with 42, so that's disappointing. I'll probably try to look him to get him off my field this week. And then Lockhart, 43, and Ainsworth, 21. They're just stop making money. Look, on the Friday night when Lockhart played, and he got that 43, I was like, oh, yep, alright, all those idiots who fielded him, ha ha ha, to you. And then I thought, oh yeah, Scrimshaw will easily beat that. Doesn't even beat it, so I was disappointed with that. Yeah, Lockhart and Ainsworth have stopped making money, which is great. In the midfield, Merritt, he's going to be a top 3 midfielder, I think. Yeah, I'm really pleased with him. 574. Disappointing, but I have bigger problems in my team. I can't really do anything about that. Rockcliffe, thank God he got to 109. Ugh, sorry guys, 109 in the end. He wasn't even looking like getting 100 at one stage, so I'm pleased he got that. Brad Crouch, 132. He's pushed in his case to be a keeper, and I think it's just about sold on me. I think he's going to be a keeper for a long time. Brayshaw, 65. Mr. Get the fuck out of my team ASAP. I need him gone. Like, look, Walsh and Stack outscored him. 2 rookies outscored him, and Walsh has been in poor form lately, and he still outscored Brayshaw. Walsh played the GWS. He still outscored Brayshaw. 65. His role, everything about it, his willingness to play. Look, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets dropped. His effort. He just doesn't want it. I don't know what's happened to him since last year. Look, I know his role is shit house and he's playing on the wing. He didn't even attend any centre mounces. Like, I don't understand. You've got one of the best contested ball, one of the best just all round midfielders in the comp. Came second in the Brownlow last year, this bloke, and Goodwin isn't even playing him in the midfield. Like, look, at this stage, he has to go for me. I'll be probably trading him over Walsh. I'll talk about that in the trades. Um, yeah, Haitley didn't play. I put him on the field just in case he played, but yeah, I had the Hayes score there. I traded Crouch and Cornelio. Look, I probably shouldn't have. I should have held one of them, but I would have had a donut if I did. Um, I would have had to field Petrocelli, I think it was, if I did hold him. Anyway, look, yeah, I did it, and unfortunately, I didn't really progress my team with the trades last week, which I always want to. You always want to make sure your team is better off for the trades you do, and last week they weren't. So big mistakes I made. Anyway, in the rucks, Grundy and Gorn, they're just going beast mode now, so I'm really happy with them. And Ford on the bench is starting to make me cash. Hopefully he holds his spot. He better hold his spot, because yeah, he's going to make me a bit of cash there. And going back to the midfield, I really hope Drew plays this week. Just fingers crossed that'll really help me out. Or Haitley, one of them. Just one of them. In the forward line, Boak, 110. I brought him in this week. That's alright, 110. Dangerfield, 88. Drama Field again. Hopefully he plays this week. He probably will. He's always... I can't believe he was on crutches limping at the end of the game. But yeah, he'll probably play. He's fine. He's a pussy. Tim Kelly, 56. Yeah, it's either this bloke either goes 50 or 150. So, yeah, I'll just ride the bumps with him. He'll be fine. Dunkley, 77. I don't know if it's like he's allergic to my team. As soon as I get him out, he starts pumping out 140s, and as soon as I bring him back in, he's goes back to the 70s. So, yeah, he's got a chance this week against North. Hopefully, he shows me that he's a worthy pick now. Yeah, fingers crossed with him. Warple, 107. That's great from him. And then Myers, 61. Not as good as what he's been dishing out last few weeks, but still 61. You'd take it from a rookie, so that's alright. Petrocelli is going down in price as well, so that's great. And then Atkins didn't play, so yeah, my cash flow is really, really good at the moment. I'm really confident. All my rookies going up in price. Yeah, that was sarcasm, by the way. Anyway, let's get into some trade thoughts this week. So these are my current trades. It leaves me with 86k. I think Whitfield was probably your number one priority to get in this week. And then also Young. Let's have a look at some of the lower break evens. Young, Corbett still, if you have enough cash, but I probably wouldn't be doing that. So Young and Garner is probably the two cash cows you should be downgrading to. I think they both should hold their spot, hopefully. And yeah, they're looking like the best downgrade options. In terms of upgrades, Whitfield, I think, look, this week, he's playing Melbourne. He'll probably get another 150. He's just ridiculous. I think you really need him. Another player here I'm looking at is Jack Ziebell. I should have gone through, I think one of the trade thoughts I had last week was getting in Ziebell for Walsh, and that was a downgrade last week. Now it's going to cost you a fair bit of cash to do that. So yeah, I'm thinking about these trades, which leaves me where is it? So it's either I could either field. Let's just go look at my team real quick, right? So with these trades here, downgrading Petrocelli to Young and then a Brayshaw up to Whitfield, I've got a couple options with where I play Whitfield. So say if Drew or Haitley, just one of them play, then I'll probably keep him in my midfield because I'd rather field Scrimshaw over Hayes, if that makes sense. But if both of them play, then I'll probably put Whitfield in my back line and then put Scrimshaw off. I can get him off my field and only play Hoare, and then I'll have the four rookies in the midfield, but that's only if Haitley plays. And then if Haitley and Drew don't play, then I'd rather field Hayes over Lockhart probably, because Lockhart's got a pretty bad matchup against GWS. And just those little things you got to think about using the DPP to your advantage by swapping players around where you can. Yeah, so if Dangerfield doesn't play, I'll probably try and get Ziebell, and then I have no idea how I'm going to get Whitfield. But yeah, hold on, let me just have a look at that. real quick. So it's what I would do if Dangerfield doesn't play. I would like to do. It doesn't let me because I have to switch them around. Anyway, while I do this, I would like to get Young or Garner because I need a bit of cash flow back. Like all my rookies, their break evens are getting pretty high now, and it's quite concerning considering this is a pivotal part of the season where you need to start upgrading rookies and getting them off your field. That's why I can get Walsh up to Whitfield, but right now I back in Walsh over Brayshaw with scoring wise, so that's why I'm considering trading Brayshaw over Walsh. Um, uh, if I trade out Dangerfield, let's just have a look at what this could leave me with. I doubt I could do it. I'm just having a look. Ziebell, that only leaves me with 144k. Can I do it? I doubt it. No, because Whitfield costs so bloody much. I'm 26k off him. It's disappointing. Okay, so if Dangerfield doesn't play, I am going to be left with some big decisions to make. I could probably do this. Yeah, this is what I probably would do, guys. So Dangerfield doesn't play, I go Dangerfield out. Put Caleb Daniel in my forward line. And I can get Whitfield there, and I can go. Where is he? Petrocelli to Young. That'll leave me with a fair bit of cash for next week. That's if Dangerfield doesn't play. But that means I'll unfortunately be having to hold Brayshaw. But yeah, these are my probable trades will be these ones. So yeah, as you can see, the break-evens of my rookies is really concerning. I've said it a few times now, but yeah, I really want to get one of the rookies this week. So that leaves me with 86k. So these are the probable trades I'll be doing. And I'll just show you my buy structure real quick before I get into the Q&A. As you can see, I want to get a few more round 14 buy players. I'm thinking about even holding Walsh up until his buy because he'll be quite good throughout round 12 and 13 buys. So yeah, some players I'll be looking to offload in the coming weeks. Just going through and looking at it will be probably Myers before his round 13 buy, Atkins before his as well. Drew, I'll be looking to upgrade Drew next week, along with probably downgrading Scrimshaw. And then also Ainsworth and Lockhart, I'll be looking to move them on before the bye. I'll probably just be holding Haitley through it. Hopefully he gets a game again. I really want him to. And then yeah, I'll probably be holding Hayes. I think he's probably got a good spot in the team, and I think he still has a bit of cash to make. And obviously, I'll be holding Stack until his buy. So yeah, that's my buy structure. Let's get into the Q&A now. Alright, heading into the questions now. I've got a few, I think 10 or so questions. Let's get into the first one by Mr. AFL Fantasy. He says, do you think Drew will play or not? Fingers crossed he plays, mate. I heard he got a lot of clearances in the Magoos, so hopefully he gets a game. I hope he does because that'll really help out my team, along with many others who held him. But yeah, after what Port dished up in the first half or three quarters, I think they probably need Drew back in there, so hopefully he does. Jack says, I have Zach Jones in my back line, and he got injured. Who would be good to upgrade to who's not that expensive? Oh, sorry, another yawn. Alright, who's not that expensive? Well, that crosses out Ziebell, doesn't it? I mean, not Ziebell. Sorry, that crosses out Whitfield. However, if you can do a little DPP switch, say have Stack in your midfield, push him back, then you say have Drew in the forward line, push him into the midfield, and bang, you can get Jack Ziebell. So I think that'll be just about a sideways trade to Ziebell. You don't need much cash for that, and I think Ziebell is one of the good options. However, if you can't do the DPP switch to get a forward, then I'd be looking at someone like maybe Rory Laird. I think he's bottom out in price. He's like 150k cheaper than Whitfield, so maybe a Laird or a Tom Stewart, or yeah, any of those guys who you think are going to be in the top 6 or 8 in their position, that's who you really should be aiming at. Even Lloyd, if you can afford him, you don't have him. So, yeah, probably one of those 4 or 5 people that I mentioned, if you can get to them. Kyle says, what to turn Williams into if you don't have the cash for Whitfield? Another question, very similar to Jack's. I think, yeah, look, you want to be aiming to get a top 6 or 8 defender, or forward or mid, or however you can get to. But, so, yeah, personally, that you're looking at the likes of, so, Laird, Lloyd, Sicily, Tom Stewart, that lot there, those 4 are probably the ones I'd be looking at for him. If you don't have enough for Whitfield, obviously. So yeah, hopefully that helps you. John says, should I go Constable to Lockhart via DPP? Sorry, Constable to Corbett via DPP, then Walsh to Whitfield, and fielding Lockhart, which leaves me with 104k. Yep, tick it off. Great trades there. Jacob Earl says, option 1, Young and Jones to Garner and Hooley. I don't mind Hooley. I think he's borderline top 6 defender. Or option 2, Hayes and Jones to 170k mid and any mid under 735k. Suggestions for that player. This option leaves with O Baker and 170k mid on the bench. Yep, I don't mind that. So I'm just gonna have a look for you now. You said you had 735k for that midfielder. If I can just order this in price. What am I doing? Price. 735k. Okay. You're just a little bit off Cripps. Now, Cripps is one player that I will be looking to get in a few weeks. He's going to, very high break even. He's going to drop probably about, it'll be 680k soon, I think. So, yeah, I'll be looking to get him in either next week or the week after. Anyway, under 734, I will definitely be looking at, if you can get him, either Neil, McRae, and then these 2 here, Zorko or Yo. I think Zorko and Yo are very good options as well, along with Jago O'Meara. I think he's a solid option. So yeah, there's a few players there you could look at there. I reckon go for one of them. Yeah, go for one of them, that mid. I think they're better than Hooley. So yeah. Ben says, would you tick off Bolter to Young from Saints? Only way I can make money, so I can go Williams to Duncan or Ferrini. Yep, I'd tick them off. Look, I think it is a bit early to get rid of Bolter. If you have anyone else, then maybe go for them. But yeah, apart from that, yep. Pavit says, I need to get rid of Jones, Scrimshaw, Walsh, and maybe Concert and Ainsworth. Looking to get Witt, Lloyd, and Grundy in. Who should I get rid of? And upgrade/downgrade options. Okay, so you've listed the upgrade options there. Whitfield, Lloyd, and Grundy. I reckon you need all them in the next few weeks. Try and get them as quick as you can. Who should I get rid of for them? I think out of those players there, I think Zach Jones has to go first because he probably won't be playing. I think probably Constable's reaching his max price, along with Scrimshaw and Walsh and Ainsworth, really. But I reckon if you can downgrade Constable or Scrimshaw and then upgrade Zach Jones to Whitfield, then I reckon you should do that. Harry says, would you trade in Whit even though it means fielding rookies such as Bolter and Corbett? I would get Hearn, Stewart, etc. Personally, I would get Whitfield. I think he's going to go beast mode the next few weeks. I think you really need him. Yeah, I would. Bolter, I don't really mind fielding Bolter at the moment. He'll be fine. Corbett, I'm a little bit worried about, but yeah, Bolter, I'll take a 60. I'm confident of him getting a 60, which is better than some of the rookies on my field at the moment. So, oh, yawning again. Oh, yeah, go for getting Whitfield. John says Zach Williams too? Question mark. I've listed it earlier in the episode. So yeah, there's a lot of options there. Whitfield, Stewart, Laird, Sicily, Lloyd, Ziebell if you want to look for a forward option. So there's lots of options. Ben said that would also mean I have to hold Brayshaw. Wait, what did he say? Okay, that makes it interesting then. So you said tick off Bolter to Young. The only way you can make money. How about going Actually, no. Yeah, stick with them. Stick with them. It's alright. Will says, doing Petruccelli to Robert Young on bench and Drew to any mid for 747k max. Who should that mid be? I've listed the options for midfielders earlier. I think the ones I listed earlier are all really good buys. That's BUY, not BYE, by the way. So they're good pickups. So yeah, any of those guys listed earlier, that'd be good trades, by the way. Backyard Cricketer, he says, should I do option 1, Brayshaw and Williams to Ziebell and Newman with 13k left, or option 2, Brayshaw and Ross to Whitfield and Young? Have Garner cover for a week for Williams, 7k left. This is my one shot to get Whitfield this week before the buys, and it won't get me a donut. Yeah. Look, I'd probably try and get Whitfield. You're not really moving heaven and earth to get him, but you're moving a fair bit, and yeah, I'd be probably trying to get Whitfield, so I'd go option 2 personally. Matthew Sadler says, if Danger plays and 100% 1 week, should I trade him or Gus? I'm going to be in the same boat. I don't know, like Gus, I really want to trade him, like, bad. I want to trade him bad, and the thing is, I'm going to have Petruccelli cover for Dangerfield, so I'm not really... Look, I'll probably end up trading Dangerfield over Gus, but I reckon Dangerfield will play. Brock says trade Bont. No, don't trade Bont. He'll be fine. Anthony says, if Williams is out, trade him to Laird, Stewart, Hearn, Crisp, or Ellis. If he's in, Walsh to Crouch, Neil, Zorko, or Fife. Okay, so if Williams is out, I would be going out of them, Laird number 1, Stewart number 2, then Hearn, then you've got it in order. I think that's how I'd like the backman. And then if he's in, Walsh to Crouch, Neil, Zorko, or Fife. Out of them, I'll be going probably Zorko. I like him the best out of those. Flip a coin with Neil or Zorko. But yeah, any of them will be fine. I'll probably wait a week on Crouch. I assume you're talking about Matt Crouch. I'll probably wait a week on him. James says, is Trengrove an option? No. Alright, cool. That's the end. Thanks, guys, for all those questions. Like, comment, and subscribe. And just comment down below your current trades or any questions, other questions you have, and I'll get back to them in the comments down below. Yeah, on my team, hopefully I can turn this bit of a down period around, and hopefully I'll be back next week a lot happier and with my team done well. Good luck in round 10, and I'll see you guys next week.